Hello there, this is Dr. Dell, and this is a video on our new Math SAT Success Program. And it's for those of you that would like to score higher on the Math SAT, but you want to do it in the most efficient and economical way possible. And we believe that this program is going to be the key to that, particularly for those of you that are not going to be interested in majoring in math or pursuing a science or technology career, but you just want to score high on the math portion of the SAT so that you can get into a better college. Okay, here's how we're going to do it. This is the syllabus for the SAT Math Success Program, and as you can see, there are a total of 72 lessons that you'll be taking. Each one of these lessons will consist of a video with appropriate exercises and then a quiz to verify that you've mastered that topic. And there are 72 of them in total. Now, we're not going to assume that you really know much of anything about mathematics when you start this. So this is for people that are effectively beginners at mathematics. You may have studied some math already, and if you already know some math, that's fine and dandy, but we're not going to assume that you know any. If you do know some, that'll mean that you'll go through the program a little bit faster. The first thing we're going to teach you to do is how to use a calculator, and in particular a scientific calculator. And the one we're going to teach you is how to use the Texas Instruments 30XA, which is about a $10 calculator, and it is very easy to use, and it makes doing a lot of the arithmetic then that you might need to do much easier. It turns out you don't need to do too much of that on the SAT, but it certainly will facilitate your learning these things. Now, the first 4 sections of this program, and this syllabus consumes 3 pages actually. The first 4 sections are going to be, after learning how to teach the calculator, section 1, you're going to learn some pre-algebra, then you're going to learn some algebra, and then you're going to learn some geometry. That's the first 4 sections, and those will be derived from the famous course we have on the foundation of mathematics that we use, and this is what we begin to train any student on in post-elementary math education. In our program. It's an online program, and you're going to be using part of that in this SAT. As in particular, you'll be using the first 4 parts, the calculator part, the pre-algebra, the algebra, and some of the geometry. We actually leave out a couple of the sections that you don't need, and we will not be using the trigonometry in this because you do not need to know trigonometry for the SAT. And the whole point of the Math Success program for the SAT is strictly to teach you what you need to know and really no more. Now, once you go through the training on pre-algebra, algebra, and geometry out of the practical math course, you will be able to begin to answer some of the questions that will be on the SAT. I've taken the sample SAT from the College Board's website and analyzed it to see just exactly what it is you need to know in terms of mathematics to do well on the SAT, to score very high. And you'll begin to be able to answer some of the questions on the SAT as early as this beginning algebra section, and then you'll be able to answer some more of them once you've learned some of this geometry. And then I've added some special topics that you will need to know, and these are a variety of things that you need to know to do well on the SAT. And you can see over here that there are various SAT questions that we're able to answer once we learn these various things. And then we are going to finish this off with topics out of the wonderful book by Dr. George Simmons on Precalculus Math. And this, of course, is the book that you may know that we use in what we call Tier 3 of our math education program. This is the Precalculus Math in a Nutshell book. Now, this book also, if you watched any of my other videos or you know anything about it, covers the same topics but in a little bit more depth. It covers geometry and algebra and trigonometry in more depth. And as a matter of fact, if you take our Tier 3 course, we cover the first pass through this book where we do all about everything you need to know to go into calculus in about 50 lessons. Well, for the SAT, you don't need nearly that much. As a matter of fact, for the SAT, you're only going to need 16 lessons out of this book, and I've listed what they are over here, and these are the page numbers in the book that these lessons will come from. And again, these are various questions on the SAT that where you need this information. But it's only 16 lessons out of 50, and that's all you need. And then, of course, I'm going to discuss some other things with you that will help you do well on the SAT. Under the special topics, some of the special topics we have that we'll be using will be test-taking tips and how to use trial and error and word problem tips and things of that nature. So when you get done with this, you should score very, very high on the SAT. It should not be a nerve-wracking experience for you. It ought to actually be kind of fun to do. I find taking tests, once I'm properly prepared for them, to actually be enjoyable. The problem with taking tests when you don't know what to expect is you're nervous and you're afraid of the test, and that then compounds the situation and makes it even more difficult because you can't perform well when you're in a state of anxiety or have nerves and you're afraid of it. But you'll be so well prepared once you've gone through these 72 lessons, and you will already have worked out virtually every type of question that you're likely to encounter on the SAT multiple times. You'll be should be very comfortable doing it. And what you'll find out is that really the SAT, when you're properly prepared, is quite easy. And I might also tell you that if you do well on the SAT, you'll probably do well on a lot of other aptitude tests that you might take in different formats, whether it's for the military or different format tests. So that's what this program consists of, and I wish you the best of success in it. One thing I didn't mention here, these are the actual online videos that you use, but with the full-blown SAT Math Success program, you will also then be communicating with a special tutor from time to time using Skype as needed, so you'll always have someone there to help you if you're struggling with any particular topic. You'll be able to have individual attention via Skype and a qualified SAT tutor. So this is Dr. Dell. I wish you the best. I'm sure that you will enjoy this program, and you'll most certainly enjoy doing well on the SAT. So good luck, and I'll talk to you on another video.